Hey everyone, and welcome back. It is time to budget. I am 2 weeks behind, and I'm going to be brutally honest. I didn't want to do it. I did not. But I know I have to do it, right? Life is not allowed to life so much that you don't know where your money is. It's not. Sorry, just not. Okay, so even though I can make up every excuse in the world not to grab this book and sit down and give it my attention because I'm not in a routine, I don't have a habit yet. Life has been lifing, and I can use that as an excuse, but I'm not going to give myself permission to do that. So we're going to get into this book, and we're going to start with my section, which is groceries. Do you see what's on my desk? Can we just talk about this for a second? John came home for lunch today, and he's like, here, TJ wants you to have this. They must have gotten this in a clean out, and he sent it home. It is Walt Disney's 1808 Pluto's Dream House. And look, it's in really good condition. The only thing is that it doesn't stay closed. Like, this should have been glued, and this should have been the opening. And it is a reel. I'm not taking it out. I'm not. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely love it. Walt Disney cartoons. So I'm going to leave that right there because that's so pretty. All right. I've printed out all of my statements, and we're going to go through things one by one. My first section is groceries. Now, see, I did not do the 7th through the 13th or the 14th through the 20th. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to start doing our homework. I'm going to get my act together because this here is super important to me. Now, what I did was I finally printed front to back. So I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to write down. I'm going to take this out because we're going to use this page. I'm going to leave that there with this page. Okay. And this is groceries. But you know what? As I was doing this, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to do 7 to 13 and 14 to 20 on this page. And I'm just going to put a highlighted line in between them. Because, I don't know, save space, save paper, we'll see. Now, I started budgeting $250. $250 on an average weekly might be enough. But, I don't know. I really don't think so. So, on the 13th, nope, it was on the 11th. So, it was 7-11. It's always groceries. I want to put Walmart because it's usually Walmart. We spent $30.96. Now, the following week, the 7-14 through the 20th got me good. So on the 15th, it was $86.94. On the 18th, it was $141.08. Again, $6.14 and $38.46. Yep, that many times in and out of Walmart that day. Then on the 19th, I did a big Walmart grocery order. And then on the 20th, I did more for Father's Day. Yeah, stocked up. Believe it or not, my canned goods were down, and we wanted them up and running. So I'm going to put it on pause. This way we don't waste time in the video. I'll add this, and I'm going to put it for the 2 weeks. Actually, let's do this. This week was only $30.96. So I had a surplus. Let's keep going. $250. $30.96. So we had $219.04. So that's why I said, you know what? It's not every week. It's a full monthly view. Let's do this together. 86.94, 141.08, 614. Now remember, I buy for 102.78 and 273.81. Oof. This was 649.21. So I buy the lunches for the guys, the food, the sodas for the building, food for the house, food for the family, everything. Oh, I did that wrong. 649.21. We're going to fix this. So we are definitely 250, and it was 649.21. We were over by 399.21. Okay. That is done for me. Done. I'm happy that it's still in my face. It's very important that it's in my face. And I'm not worried about our grocery bills. I'm really not. Only because we do family dinners, and, you know, Vinny and Shannon, they cook. And the price of food is truly expensive. I know. I say it every month. All right, so Walmart is good. You know, we're going to bounce. I think we're going to bounce. Let's go to, because I have a bunch of different things. Let's see if I can get them organized, because I print out all my banking, and then I want to fill in my books. Okay, so I went back and I did all of the numbers. So what are we going to do? We're going to go through everything that we have. So we did our groceries. And what I want to do is this. I want to show you that my spending tracker sheets are, actually, I think we need dividers for our budgeting and then our spending. I think I need a divider for each one of our sections. Now, I did not finish this, so let's do it. I figured we could do this together. So on the 11th, we spent $30.96, and then we spent $649.21. I'm going to bring forward my weekly snapshot. I don't want to lose my page, because this to me is so important. And I did print these front to back. And what's great about the disc system is that you take it out and you put it right back. I love that. I love it. Now, again, it seems like work. It is work. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sugarcoating it. It's work. It is so much work. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the 7th to the 13th and the 14th through the 20th. So what I'm going to do is, next time I need to do this, I'm going to fill in my sections, my categories, and I'm going to make photocopies that way. Because right now my categories are not changing. 30.96 and 649.21 gets us to $680.14. I had allocated $500. So I am at a negative of 180.14. Perfect. Dining out. I'll leave that there. Let's get to my list. Because this list, what I did was, it is long. 2 pages. Because I continued from, so if we went from the 7th to the 13th, I was going to start on this page, but I did not. So the 7th through the 13th is 2 pages. And what I'm going to do is this. All right. So 7th through the 13th looks like it's all in numerical order. So let's do the math. That would be to here. So we got 2172, 1186, 4158, 5149, 540, 2406, 1165, and 1062. We spent 178.38. Ooh, look at that. That is impressive. 178.38. And we had a balance of $200. And we were over by 2162. Love that. 2 weeks in a row for dining out. But I'm going to tell you that the next one's not going to be as good. All right. So because we took Kaylee and TJ to the restaurant, which I used to think was a very nice restaurant. But I have to tell you, I personally don't want to go back. John loves everything. He wants to go back. But I'm going to tell you a story in a minute. Ooh, we were over. And that was 428.44. And we're only over, well, we're over no matter what. 428.44 because that dinner of 4 cost me $200. But they put water in a glass bottle, right? And shame on me for not saying anything until John said something to me. The bottom of the water bottle was stained on the bottom of the glass. So I think. So when I brought the owner's son over, I literally whispered, like, I think the water's dirty. He goes, no, that's just on the bottom. But it reflected into the glass bottle as dirty water. I should have taken a picture of it. He's like, well, do you want me to get you a new one? And I'm like, ooh, if you've got to ask me if something looks dirty, shouldn't you just pull it from the table? So I was kind of done with that. And I didn't even want to eat my leftovers. Did not. So we are over, or yeah, we're definitely over budget by $228.44. But you know what? For the month, that might change, right? That might change. So I'm good. So, eating out for the 2 weeks, we had $500 planned, and we spent $428.44 and $178.38 for a total of $606.82. So we're 106.82 over 106.82 over budget, under budget, overspent. I hate that I'm overspent. I can't with these people. Let's go to gas. All right, so with gas, I did decide to condense my page, right? And I'm okay with that. So we're already up to the 20th, and I can't go in order, so I'm just going to compile these two. So we got 2 and 2 each week for gas. And right now, for those 2 weeks, 42.64, 20.58, 20.80, 23.69, 60.01, and 53.80. We spent $221.52 for the 2 weeks. $221.52. All right, so that's looking pretty good. So if we had allocated $400 and we only spent $221.52, we are at a positive of $178.48. And you know what? listen, if you like to write things out perfectly, you want that to be perfect. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm loving that I can jot things down, not be on the line, cross things out, make mistakes. I'm okay because I am loving, even though I find it to be homework, that, was eating out 200 or 400? Did I change that? I did. Oh, this was supposed to be 400. Oh, I'm leaving that. We're going to change that now. Because I think the more and more I look at eating out, it needs to be upped to 250. Yeah, that kills me because that's an extra $200 a month, but it's the truth, right? If I want to stay on budget. So with gas, the budget was 400 for the 2 weeks. And I'm just going to write a note. This is 2 weeks. And we spent $221.52, and gas prices are coming down. So that says an awful lot. And the fact that they're not running the trucks, the diesel trucks, saves me. Saves me. Okay. Amazon. Amazon was looking pretty darn good for us. So for the 7th through the 8th, actually, look at that. This here week had nothing. So I can actually do that as a positive because it was only spent on the 7th and the 8th. Remember for me, it is all about the fact that we live rural, and Amazon's like the only game in town for things that we can't get our hands on by going to the store. But no matter what, even if it wasn't purchased on Amazon, it'd still have to be a purchase, right? Whether I went to a store or not. So I'm going to give Amazon a little grace. But you know what? That's pretty good because I know that there were carburetor repair kits in here. This was things for business. This wasn't even things for me. And I'm okay with that. So we allocated, it was this week that had the 200. That was 0. We're going to change that. And we spent $189.88. And was that, I'm not even doing the math. $10 and change? 200, 189.88 gets me 1012. Okay. So we are at a positive of 1012. So I'm loving this now. I literally did not want to do this because I didn't want to look at the numbers. Are you feeling me on that? I did not. 189.88. And if this was a 2-week review, we are at a positive of 210.12. This here snapshot, I love it. I love it. Sometimes I love it. Sometimes I hate it. All right, we're up to TJ and Vinny. And I have to tell you, things are back to normal in the life of TJ. So I'm not going to be carrying too much of him. And I'm loving that. And it doesn't last forever. And I'm really okay with that. I really am. So let's go over here and see what Mr. Vinny did. All right. So this is June 1st. So we're here. We break that down right there. And let's do to the 20th. Okay. Ooh, so the 8th through the 13th are these two numbers. Ooh, go Vinny. 15 and 1999 was 34.99. Go Vinny. 34.99. Had a little conversation and I was heard. And then on the following week, we had 84.19. Yay, we are in a positive. So 200, $34.99 is $165.01. And then 200 minus $84.19 is $115.81. So if he spent, I'm just going to put Vinny Man, because that's Vin. And he was allocated 400 for 2 weeks. $34.99, $84.19, and that's $119.18. And that's a positive of $280.82. All right, let's keep going. So next up is personal for John and Donna. And I have to tell you, there wasn't much. And I know for me, the food was on him. The eating out, the majority of that was John. And if I go back to it, I will show you. We did go out to dinner with the eating out that kills me. And I'm going to say that each time. This man. So when you look at it, he went to the barbecue place. He went to Arby's. We went to Mosey's. We ate out at the White Owl. He went to a concert with George. He went to the barbecue place. He went to Wendy's. He went and had bagels, Dunkin', ice cream. We went out to dinner, breakfast out, Burger King. He went to the cafe. He had bagels. We went with TJ. And then I had to take my sister out. So it was a mixture. But his spending is never on things. His spending is always on food. He's been trying to sneak in car parts here and there, such as the Napa. And this is the 7th through the 20th. And then it's going to go further. So we're doing pretty good. And I'm just going to break this down into one. So we've got 56.71. Because I am not spending money right now. With the pool and everything going on. So let's do this. We had 200 and 200 allocated. And we spent 56.71. Now, 400, 56.71, 343.29 in a positive. Okay. Oh, and then let's do that. JD 400, and we spent 56.71, and we're at 343.29. Okay. So we're switching this. So let's get a look. 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're at $2,600. I feel like what is the final number? 680.14. I'll come back with it. This way I just do the math. See, that's why this sheet is so important to me. So I had allocated $2,600 for all this spending. We spent $1,874.25. That meant we were at a positive of $725.75. Now, I will get to the other sheets, but I want to talk about the It Happens portion. The It Happens portion for June. The balance on the pool, the water. Bella went to the vet. That cost me $190. Eye surgery. I did not have it yet, but they wanted money up front. I guess my fee, right? Whatever my insurance, my deductible. So I had to give them $392.77. And then we had a repair on the Ford, which cost $80. And then we had another repair, and there will be one more after that. $193.43. This is just my at a glance, because I pay for big things out of pocket, and then I go, where did that money go? Where did that money go? Oh, and you know what else I'm going to add? We're going to continue. And let's just say it was, I want to say it was Thursday, the 18th. So let's do 6/18. The gutter guy. I gave him, oh no, I did not give him that much. I gave $50 to his son who went up on the ladder, up to my top roof and then down at my barn roof. So I did have that. So anything that's really paid out in cash that I don't, because I don't use cash, or big expenses that I really need to track, I want to put it in this section right here. And then the story of my year is an extra add-on. I have not put that into my book yet. I am blessed that I made myself go through this because this is extremely important to me. And I was slacking because when I thought about the pool money and the water money and then all the money that was going out that I'm still saving money for to cover the heat, like, I did not want to look at this. I did not. I'm being honest. I pulled up my big girl pants and I said, I have to stay intentional. Why? Why? You know why. Because the older me, the future me, needs me to look at this sucker right now. Ugh. Sometimes it hurts to do things that we don't want to do, but they're for our own benefit. And we've told that to our kids so many times. Now it's us to listen. It's now up to us to listen to those exact words. If you're still with me, I want to say thank you for being here, for wanting me to do this, for walking the walk with you. This book, I appreciate this book, and I know so many of you appreciate this book, and it's work. And I'm not going to tell you it's not work. With that being said, join me on this journey. See you in the next one. Bye.